Hey everyone, Roxabox90 here with another speculation spoiler video. So this one is going to be a confirmation of spoilers, as well as, I guess this is a spoiler. This is the Theros League artwork, which looks pretty cool. The artist, a lot of people were talking about in the thread below here, they were talking about, I forget who they said it was, Niles, what's his name? Forget they mentioned his name somewhere. Niles Ham, I think is his name. And they mentioned it because of the way he does this sort of dark artwork. I don't really know. I don't really know the artist in particular, but I do notice this art style. It's a classic, Greco-Roman soldier dude, legionnaire, whatever you want to call it. Kind of staple, sword, spear, the bandolier sort of outfit with this. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not going to call it a skirt. There's a term for it. But anyway, the kind of generic soldier look. Not that this is generic. This looks pretty good. I really like how this art came out. I'm sure they're going to try to milk this sort of art image as much as they can before it gets boring, which so far I don't think it is. They haven't put out tons of soldiers like this in the past, so of course a lot of it is still magic-y feeling and new. Anyway, what I'm going to point out about this art is it looks like he's not exactly a human. I don't know if it's the way the art is designed, but it looks like, if you can tell from the shine, he looks almost like a statue. Which means that this statue, if he's a moving statue, that would make him one of the statues turned alive. I'm not going to say golem because they haven't used that. In the past, it's been an opal. Opal Titan is the one that comes to mind. This would be really cool if they bring back Opal Titan or if they bring back a new Opal form. But the Opal was pretty much an enchantment that you'd play it, and then, I forget it, maybe it's your opponent would play a creature, it would become a creature. Your Opal enchantment, in response to them playing a creature, would turn into a creature. Usually pretty reasonable size. I think the Titan was like 4 or 5 mana to cast and became like a creature. I forget how big, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, whatever it was. And it was a really cool concept. And since this set is going to be enchantment based and enchantment based like creature stuff, it'd be really interesting to see if Opal comes back. And I think the shine of the art, it could just be the art style, but I think it does feel, his skin doesn't exactly it doesn't really look pinkish, normal human color. It looks very stone-like. So that would be very cool if that's true. So that's a speculation right there. I think this could signal some form of opal and or opal-like creatures coming back. Awesome. I'm just going to quickly throw in, spoiler, I presume has been confirmed now because it was posted on the official Empty Salvation page, which they almost never post anything up here unless the moderators of the forum think that it's legitimate. So we have the basic lands for the sets posted here. The numbers are up as well. They try to make sure the numbers are correct. And in fact, there's usually a thread running of what cards per number are out, so we can try to measure. Some of the spoilers can be confirmed based on the placement of the card being named in the spoiler. So we have our lands, and then we have the Polukranos World Eater, which is sitting here apparently confirmed with the word text. Divided. Here it says damage equal to the number of counters. Each of those creatures deals damage equal to its power to Polukranos. Active its ability only if there are no counters on it. So you see they did edit it, which makes me think that this is even more real just because they changed the ability to fit what would be more realistic. I still don't think the deals damage equal to the number of counters divided as you choose feels green. I don't think so. I still feel that that's red. That does seem to be a very red ability. It'd be better if it fights, if it was a fight sort of, where it could fight any number of creatures and divide the damage as chosen, something like that. But the fact that its damage equals, it just feels red, which doesn't work for me for a monocolor. It's still neat. It's a cool ability, and I like that each of those creatures deals damage back to it. Notice that you put the counters on first, so if the creatures don't equal enough to kill Polukranos, then Polukranos will kill hopefully one or more creatures without dying. If anything, it gets more powerful. But that's a nice drawback and makes him not nearly as crazy ridiculous as the first incarnation of him was. And then we have the legendary red-white creature that was some Boros guy. And here, whenever this becomes a target of a spell you control, creatures you control go with one and trample. So if that's still confirmed, I don't like the fact that they kept the trample and that's confirmed. I would have liked them to say, oh, this is actually haste, and that would fit the color scheme. But otherwise, yeah, this creature is pretty bomb, as we already talked about. So we have the Theros League artwork, which I think signals some form of opal or opal-like effect in the set, which would be nice and looks pretty good. And then we have confirmation and slight alteration of Polukranos and his abilities, as well as the red-white Boros guy. So very, very cool all around. Let me know your guys' thoughts about these updates below in the comment section of the video as well. Check out my channel sponsors in the description of the video. And as always, Rox the Box of 90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.